Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back in the DCS World mission editor and we're going to be taking a look at moving trigger zones. So let's go ahead and jump in. So here we are on the coccyx map and we'll just do something really simple. I'll show you how to attach a moving trigger zone to your aircraft or whatever object you want, and then we'll put it into practice and we'll make another vehicle move once we've entered that trigger zone. So, trigger zone, of course, we need a trigger, or trigger zone. So let's go ahead and plonk that on the map right there. In fact, let's make it out here. Okay, I'm not going to bother changing the name of it just for the purpose of this tutorial, it's not needed. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and select our aircraft. Again, plonk in there, and I'm going to make him fly just over there. Now, you don't really need to place your trigger zone in a specific location, because what we're going to do is we're going to use the triggers and it's going to snap to the aircraft anyway, so don't worry about that. Next, let's create our ground unit, just so we can put this into practice. I'm going to place him right here on the road and I'm going to make him hold, so he's not going to move anywhere, and then I'm going to give him another waypoint down here on the road. So what we're going to do is, once this aircraft comes within, what's the, so it's 1.6 nautical miles, so this trigger zone is going to snap centrally to the aircraft there. So 1.6 miles is from the centre to the boundary of the trigger zone. So once our aircraft is in 1.6 miles of our ground unit, then our ground unit will start to move. Okay, so in order for the ground unit to move, though, we need to tell it to move. So it was coming down here to the triggered actions, perform task, and go to waypoint. Let's make it go to waypoint 1. Okay, now this is where we go into the trigger rules. Okay, so this is where we're going to snap the zone to the aircraft. So let's call it trigger snap. Condition, we want unit inside moving zone, so we want our aircraft, the zone, and we want what we're going to snap it to. So in this case we're going to snap it from we're going to snap the zone to that aircraft. And then for the actions, I'm not really going to do anything for this, but all I'll do is I'll just create group activate and just activate the aircraft. It doesn't matter anyway because our aircraft's already activated, so it's not going to do anything. You just need to put something in the actions, otherwise you'll lose that line, and we don't want that. So next I'm going to come down to we're going to make our vehicle move, so we'll just call it tank move, and now we'll say again unit inside moving zone, so, but this time we want the unit is going to be ground unit 1. The trigger zone that we want him to move on is new trigger zone 1, and that zone is snapped to that aircraft, so aerial 1. Okay, then we want to go from there into actions. We'll go AI push task, go to waypoint 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that into practice, shall we? Hopefully it's worked. Otherwise I look rather foolish. So here we go, aircraft on the move, tank on the ground, stationary. So let's just measure so we know roughly about here is when our ground unit should start to move. So let's just speed this up a little bit. As you can see, stationary speeds here is 0. Hopefully that should start to move any second now. There we go. Speed's going up and he's on his way. Because that trigger zone has intersected that ground unit. So for argument's sake, let's just prove that it still works. Let's make this even bigger. Put a 1 in front of that. Oh, in fact, 2 for 1 in front. Let's make it 2. Make it even bigger. So now it's going to happen pretty much straight away. So we know he's not moving anywhere. There you go. And now he's on the go. Before, it was the aircraft had to be here, but now all the way back here because I've increased the size of that trigger zone. I hope you found it useful. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.